Dr. Pepper, Pastor Cal, and Dr. Pia are all still confused about why it is that Shaq and Kirsten couldn't get it worked out and stay married.
Or even now can't reignite what they had going on.
Gotta admit, I'm confused as hell too.
Um, have moved on myself.
Welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we're going to be talking about Lifetime Network's reality-based TV series, Married at First Sight, season number 16, episode number 25, Reunion Part 2.
But before we get into it, please like, share, and subscribe. Please click that notification button so we know when we upload new content. Please click that like button as well, and please send us your comments.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. The experts came on, and they seemed like they were disappointed with the behavior of the couples they chose for each other.
And then,
And they had a legitimate complaint.
yeah, I think so too. And one of the things that was apparent right from the very beginning is that Dr. Pepper was not bashful about explaining that disappointment, and she even made a comment about Shaq that was pretty revealing. She said that she is glad that he admitted that he regretted his decision on decision day with.
And Dr. Pia and Pastor Cal also were in agreement with her sentiment because Dr. Pepper explained what they have to go through to match these couples. Thousands apply for to be on the show, and they have to match them with one likability, two attraction,
And a number of other
and
different variables, right?
right, and three they gotta match them with someone different so that the person can grow and learn something. So it's a lot going on. And I know I in the past have criticized them because I couldn't imagine why they would put these people together. They didn't seem like a suitable match. But in Nashville, it seemed to me that most of the couples, with the exception of Nicole and Chris, deliberately did not want to make committed relationships. And Dr. Pepper said as much. She said people were non-committal. Dr. Pia complained that people were rigid and had these expectations
That
that
were
was far unrealistic
far removed from
and
reality.
removed
Yep.
from reality.
Mhm.
And Pastor Cal said that, people were just not trying to do their best, not trying to create a space where their best self can show up.
And too quick to get out early,
Right. And
prematurely.
basically, that was what was going on in Nashville
Mhm.
because most of these couples were on the Fugazi.
Yeah, one of the things that Dr. Pepper said also in her remarks was that she was stunned, if not surprised, by Shaq's decision not to continue on in his relationship with Kirsten. I will echo that sentiment. Now, I know
Yeah.
you don't. You have a different point of view, but I am in agreement with Dr. Pepper on that one aspect. I was kind of a little surprised by that as well.
Kristen was breaking down what happened. She said that they would no longer have a relationship and she has moved on. And Dr. Pepper said, well, why is that? If you know that he said he regretted it, why has that not changed your positioning in whether you guys should go further in a relationship?
Kirsten is still, I guess, trying to recover from the hurt that she experienced
Yeah, I would imagine so.
and the
Something to
embarrassment.
me that will take some time before
Right,
she could get above that.
right, and that's not on Dr. Pepper's timetable. It's on Kirsten's timetable.
Exactly. While Kevin was trying to push them into a relationship, in fact, he suggested that they go to dinner after the show and try to reignite whatever they had going on.
Yeah,
You
well,
can see that Kristen is not willing to do that at all. In fact,
she's not on board fully with
she
it.
got teary-eyed. She was really not interested in people trying to force her to do what she did not want to do.
Yeah, And I think on the other hand, Shaq is now that he's taken ownership of his mistake on decision day and all that, he's in a place where he is interested in restarting, trying to restart and trying to do it away from the cameras where they can have I guess what he considers to be a legitimate chance to reconnect and or restart.
Yeah, because one of the things Kristen said is before decision day, neither of them spoke to each other compared to the other couples who
Mhm.
had a conversation as to what would be said. They didn't have a conversation. Additionally, Dr. Cal said that they had so much possibility. And then Kristen said that, hey, Shaq could be talking as much as he like about regret, but I don't know what he's saying, if it's genuine or not.
She's unsure.
She's not sure
And
whether to stick with this dude because the last time she thought he was in play, she got her face
broken.
broken.
Right.
So she had a legitimate concern.
And then Dr. Pia kind of said, well, that's kind of like, and I think Dr. Pepper chimed in, well, because Shaq was the one who said no, then the burden and or onus is on him to kind of reinitiate stuff.
Yeah, Dr. Pia said that he has to step up.
Right.
He got to
He
do,
can't be non-committal and say,
well, we can
well,
yada yada about friendship and
right,
be cordial with each other.
right, wherever it takes us.
It
Right.
needed a bigger effort than that
A
nonsense.
more specific effort.
And
Yeah.
then he said, well, I don't know the words, what to say. And Kristen interrupted him and he said, Kristen, would you give me an opportunity to say what I have to say without you interrupting me? And I thought that was good. And after she shut him out, he said that he realized that he hurt her and
And
that
he
he
apologized.
apologized for it,
Mhm.
and his hope is that they get to a better place, whether it be dating or in a relationship or what. It's all vague.
And at the very least, cordial, which he
Cordial.
threw in. But
And Dr. Cal said, hey man, that's not gonna work. He gotta come with a real agenda. One of them even said that you gotta tell her what you want.
specifically,
Tell her specifically what you hope for.
mhm,
Dr. Pierce said, be specific in what you're saying
right,
because anything less is going to fall short of the mark.
right, and this you know vagueness that he's path that he's pursuing will not get them any closer together.
No, because that level of hurt, you got to come clean and correct and strong with your position. So it's not vague. Kristen, you're valuable to me. You mean a lot to me. Unfortunately, I recognize that once
Too late.
too late,
Mhm.
and I need to get you back in my life. Those are the words. I'm offering myself to you, not knowing whether you're going to accept me or not, but I'm here for you.
But here's the thing, though, and that was one of the reasons why I think when Shaq came back with his response, it left Pastor Cal as the man expert in on the panel, taking his head.
Yeah,
He
it was
was like
short.
this.
He was short.
Yeah, he's
Does
like,
he have
man,
another contact in Texas? I know the guys talked about their DMs blowing up. So what's going on in his
I
DMs?
don't know, but I think that he missed a golden opportunity. He kind of fumbled it. I just think that Kirsten is not in a place or space where she is going to be tolerant of that or
No, well,
understand that.
she clearly said she doesn't want to be played with.
Right. And I'm not saying that he would be playing with her at that time, but
Yeah, he would.
I would say this: he could be inept in terms of his way to try to get back to where he says he would like to be, but I just don't think that he really and truly understands how important it is to do not only what he has to leave Kirsten no doubt about where he is, but also the way that he has to do it.
Right. And that's exactly what he needs to leave no doubt
Mhm.
in her mind what it is that he wants.
Yeah, he
If
needs
he
to
wants
initiate.
her, go get her and get her in a strong way that she wouldn't even consider moving out of being connected with him. And he did not do that. So I think that's the answer in itself.
If actions speak louder than words, I can't
Well,
argue with you on that one. Can't argue.
he came up short.
Yeah.
Because any woman out there knows that they want a man to really come get them if a problem arises and there was a disagreement or misunderstanding, and he was the cause of it. Yeah, you gotta come strong, hard, and correct. Ain't
Yeah.
no wishy-washy stuff going on or vagueness.
Yeah. Dr. P, I believe it was, who said that Shaq has got to embrace her, or it may have been Dr. Pepper, but one of them said that Shaq is the one who's got to embrace Kirsten. Shaq is, because he was the one that said no.
Well, that's all we have. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and we'll see you in the next bit.
Later.
And whatever you can, avoid miscommunication or misunderstanding or vexation of spirit or bad form, all of the above.
Keep preaching.
Miss it entirely.
Mhm.
Walk away, so that love can engulf you.
Yeah, when all the foolishness is out of the way.
Yeah, foolishness could be addictive. And that's all I'm going to say about that.